everyone, my name is Katie. I'm an occupational therapist, and I also happen to have a halo on as a result of cervical spine surgery. And I'm making a bunch of films to answer frequent questions that I get about how to do things around my house. And one of the number one questions that I get is, how do I sleep? So I'm going to show you how I sleep, proper pillow positioning when you're in a halo, ways to get comfortable, and things like that. So hang out and let's show you how it's done. So you might notice here I have a safety pole. It actually goes all the way up to the ceiling and then down to my floor. I got this on Amazon.com, and there are no screws that need to be put into the ceiling. So I will get my full deposit back on my apartment when I do move, so you can be excited about that. But I also have a safety pole, if you'll see in a few minutes, on the other side of my bed as well. And these standing poles are really important because they help me keep my balance, because having a halo on your head is very balance centrific. My balance is off. So the way that I get into bed, first thing, most important thing, if I don't say this, my professors will fail me and go and take my degree back from me. Put on your brakes if you're using a wheelchair, which I am. I then use the handle on the standing bar here and transfer myself into bed. Voila! These guns are real. These are authentic. But that's how I get into bed. I just transfer myself over. Sometimes I'll move my wheelchair out of the way a little bit if I need to. You have to take the brakes off for that. The cool thing about this standing bar is that there's a little pulley right here, so I can rotate the standing bar to have the handles go wherever I need them. So when I'm getting in and out of bed, I like to have them this way, so I can reach them from my wheelchair. And then when I get into bed, I turn them 90 degrees so that I can reach them while I'm laying down. So I'm going to show you now proper pillow positioning. I happen to have a hospital bed. I was fortunate enough that my health insurance allowed me to have a hospital bed in my room, so you'll see my real bed is behind me. I get my halo off in 2 days, and I'm really looking forward to sleeping in my real bed. But I've been really fortunate to have this hospital bed, and I will show you how to get comfortable with a hospital bed, or if you don't have a hospital bed, how you can use proper pillow positioning. So I have my trusty assistant, OT Nicole, who's going to come and help me. There she is. You can thank her. Alright, yeah, there you go. Turn the camera a little bit more. There you go, that's perfect. So I'm going to scooch back in bed now. So I mentioned, so I'm not making eye contact with everybody, a hospital bed. And right now I have it positioned up a little bit. So I want to show you first pillow positioning. Whether or not, oh, different one, this is Rugby. Say hi, Rugby. Whether or not you have a hospital bed, if you don't have a hospital bed that you can have sitting up higher, you can use pillows and stack up the pillows a little bit higher. And I intentionally have the camera on the side because I want to show you proper pillow positioning. So Nicole, would you please show people that right after you have your surgery, it's important not to have a pillow directly on the back of your halo. You want to have your pillows at your shoulders and below. So your halo is kind of freestanding. It's kind of uncomfortable, but it's important for the healing process not to have your halo hitting your pillow in the very beginning. So Nicole, are we ready?
Yes.
So I can hold on to my sidebars here, and as I lay back,
We're not ready.
we're not ready. We weren't ready. We're going to be ready this time though.
I thought you meant were you ready for placement? And
Okay.
I was ready for placing things.
Now we're ready for placement. Now we're ready for now we're placed. Now you can see Nicole has put the pillow behind me. We're therapist people, not filmmakers, so just hang out there with us. And now you can see as I lean back, my halo is not hitting any of the pillows. The cool part about a hospital bed is that it comes with a remote control, and so I can even lower myself. This is lowering. It's kind of slow. Or I can also raise myself to sit up and down. So that is a benefit of a hospital bed, but most important, when you are first getting out of the hospital, I'm shouting because I want to make sure you can hear me because I can't turn my head because I'm in a halo, that you can see that the pillow is below my halo. And that way when I first got out of the hospital, I wasn't putting any pressure on the halo. That was making sure that the screws weren't getting embedded in my head any more than they needed to. And that was what my doctor was very adamant about, making sure that this is proper pillow positioning. Now, I am 88 days into this process, so I don't do proper pillow positioning anymore. Now we do it this way. Now I just take a regular pillow. Actually, I don't really use any pillows. Hey, Nicole, would you be willing to go and move the camera around to show everybody how I get comfortable? Everybody say thanks, Nicole. My mom's probably the only one watching this, so thanks, Mom. Perfect. So I have my 2 grab bars here. So the best way that I get comfortable is with hand towels. That might sound kind of crazy. You think, wait, you have hand towels, but they really are the most comfortable way to sleep. I take them, I bunch them up, or I roll them up. Because the reason you're in a halo, my head is suspended. I cannot move my neck, I can't look up, I can't look down, I can't put a pillow against my face. And there's a lot of space here. I'm putting my hands right now through the space between my face and my halo. So my head literally is suspended in midair. But if I take a hand towel, I also got them on Amazon.com, and they also happen to be USC red. I like to place them in my openings of my halos right here. They also are really great if you have someone yelling at you, because then you can't hear them because you're covering your ears. So I like to take my towels, I put them like this. You can also take a towel and put it in the back of your neck. And let me raise up my bed here. This goes really slow. It's kind of like Austin Powers in that steamroller scene. And I have awkward towels on my head. Okay, so I use my grab bars, pull myself around, and I can put a pillow, a towel rather, on the back of my neck. And this way my halo is also suspended. I'm not touching the back of my bed. My sides are kind of covered. It makes it comfortable. It makes me feel like I'm on a pillow or something of that nature. And this is mostly how I sleep. Actually, I usually do recline. I usually like to lay down. That's my preferred space. So we're taking you down to, I don't know if you can still see me. I think you can still see me in the video. Let me scoot down here. I'll show you my brute upper body strength. Because I have the pillows on the side of my neck, I can lay on my side down. So this towel rather is between my head and the bed, so my head and my neck isn't getting any stress or strain on it. The screws on my head aren't getting any strain on it because I have a hand towel between my head and the bed. So it feels like a little pillow here. Sometimes I'll put a second one in if I need some more pressure, or I'll roll it up, you know, whatever you need to do. But hand towels are a great way so I can sleep on my side. I like to sleep on my side the most. And that was really hard to do. You can't use an actual pillow because the pillow doesn't get around the halo. But if you use your hand towels and you scrunch them up and you put them in the spaces of your halo, that'll really help you get comfortable. It is not recommended to lay on your stomach. You can't lay on your stomach. That is not really possible because you have your brace here and then you have your screws here in your frontal lobe. And so it's really, there's no space to put a towel here. So sideways, either side works, or laying on your back is the best. You can even kind of lay forward a little bit and roll yourself over a little bit more. And then, can I have that other pillow, Nicole, please? So if you wanted to like lay on your stomach-ish, you can kind of roll forward like this. But this gets kind of hard because then my arms are getting in the way. But this is pretty much how I sleep most of the time. Usually on my side or on my back with towels covering my ears. So when my roommate's like, "Hey Katie, it's your turn to do the dishes," I'm like, "Oh, I can't hear you, sorry. I have towels on my ears because I have a halo on." Actually, she's been awesome about doing the dishes, but I'll still do that video later. So that is pretty much it about sleeping and getting comfortable. I recommend hand towels. If you have the access to a hospital bed, utilize it. It's been really helpful. But if you don't, you can just stack pillows up in different layers and layer them up to different heights to make yourself comfortable. If you are lucky enough to have someone around to help you, just play around with it for the first few days. My roommate was really awesome in the first week or so. It took us a while to get into a rhythm of where to put ice packs and where to put pillows and towels, but we got it down and figured out, and now we have a nighttime routine. And now we're 2 days away from my halo coming off, and I'm making a video about this to help somebody else out. So I hope that answers your questions about how I sleep. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. Thanks so much for your time, and I will talk to you guys later.